I'm back. I'm pleased that I'm doing this again. I was a little worried that I was like one and done, but no, not happening that way. So, I wanted to discuss Tia and Tamera Mowry own, meaning the Oprah Winfrey Network, interview for the Where Are They Now show, in which Tamera discussed getting, I don't think it's hate mail, like really in the mail. Nobody does that. But just really negative comments about her marriage to a white man. This is something that I find fascinating. This is a perfect instance of having twins, like is as close to like the same person as you could possibly get in terms of they were raised the same way, and even professionally, many of the things that they do together. So they've had many of the same experiences to inform their life choices, I guess. So one of them married a person that they love who happens to be black, and the other married a person that they love who happens to be white. Like me, these girls have a black mom and a white dad. An interesting thing that Tamara says in the interview is that she can't fathom making comments like this, but it's especially hard because she's a product of an interracial marriage, so all she sees is family and all she knows is love. And she doesn't say this, but the implication is there, and I wholeheartedly agree that love is all that matters. I guess apparently love is not all that is. But hopefully we're on our way to that, and that is why I am talking about this. So, intriguing to me that from what I know of these two, which is obviously nothing in reality, but what they show the world is that they're incredibly close, and that even when it's a difficult topic, they talk to each other. And it's obvious in this video that Tia was unaware of some of this stuff. And I find that heartbreaking might be a little overdramatic, but I think it's sad because for me, I know that I still am not 100% immune to the uh, accusation that my comfortability with whiteness and white people, whatever that might mean to someone, makes me less of a black person, and that I don't want to be black, and that I'm trying to distance myself from blackness. And these are the things that most biracial people are gonna hear when they mention that they are biracial from somebody. Um, and as much as I know that that is not my truth, it bothers me to no end that regardless of what I say, people, some people, think that to say that I'm anything other than exclusively black is an insult, is a denial, is I don't know. I mean, it's so I don't I know exactly, and yet I don't really have words for it because it's just so not the truth. And I try to now just speak the truth. Satnam. So anyway, even though I know that that is not my truth, it still is upsetting to me, and I can still get defensive about it because I just want to dispel that myth. It's really an assumption. And it's so infuriating that my experience and my truth and my self is is not enough to be taken seriously. To It's like no matter what I say about myself, all of these years of like I don't know, there's the racial trauma and the system that is really failed us as a human race. There's nothing that I can say that is my complete and utter truth to convince or persuade or allow people to let go of what they were told was true and to see what is in front of them. And that is further proof to me that the illusion of race is just so, I don't know, what are illusions? Are they thick? A heavy illusion, a thick illusion? You can't see through it. That's what I'm trying to say. And so anyway, just that she didn't tell her sister that people were saying these things, and it's obviously causing her pain, and she kept it in.
Because it's hurtful. Because when my husband and I are so openly and we're fine with showing is love. Love. But people choose to look past the love and spew hate. That's what hurts me. Because I've never experienced so much hate. Ever in my life. Ever.
Jeez. Like, what do they say?
I get called white man's whore. The new one was...
God, Tamera.
Oh, yeah. Back in the day, you cost $300, but now you're giving it to them for free. Like, stuff that me as a person could never even fathom. Like, I can't even think of these words, and only because it's very hard for me to think of it because I'm a product of it.
Yeah,
my mom is a beautiful black woman and my dad is an amazing white man. And I grew up seeing a family. I didn't grow up seeing, the white person. So it's very shocking to go through this. This was the big one. They say, oh, Tia is a true black woman because she married a black man. Oh, I'm lesser of a black person because I married white?
I get the opposite, actually.
What?
Yep, I've had people say that you've done it right by marrying a white man.
I mean, I love my husband so much. I love our family. I love our dynamic. I'm proud to be in the relationship that I am because it's based on love.
Exactly.
Pure love.
Yeah.
What I don't understand is how, if the idea of being less of a black person, my blackness is not valid, if that's upsetting to me, how that in and of itself isn't proof that everything you've heard isn't true. But apparently it's not. Also, I don't see whereas either of these girls, Tia and Tamera, is in an interracial relationship. However, I do think that the men who married them are, because there is a racial component of Tamera that her white husband, I won't say doesn't understand, because it's not like there's really anything to understand, but that is different from what he grew up with. And Tia's black husband, didn't grow up with a white man in his house, as far as I know, and I don't know anything about it, but it's always how I've seen it, that if I'm dating a white or a black person, I am not dating interracially, but they are. I've said this in videos before. I also would like to say a general disclaimer here that there's a lot of videos, and I don't know exactly what I said at all. There's just certain things that I know I must have mentioned before, so I apologize for any repeating of ideas and thoughts. But frankly, if I don't remember it, you probably don't remember it either, because it might have been 5 years ago. So basically, I sat down to vlog this. I feel for Tia and Tamera. And Tia also said, well, there's people who tell me that I did it the wrong way and I should have married a white man. It all makes no sense. Hopefully, that the reasons that these people and any people marry are because they love each other and want to spend the rest of their lives together. And race, since it doesn't really exist, should not be a factor. Is that